look at HCAC. This was the one on Friday, so he featured this one. It had closed at 1345. It started running and running and running, and at one point in time, Joel was up 39%. It was up 39% because Jim Cramer was talking bullish about it.
The most important part, I think the speculative EV stocks now are too expensive after moves like that. So what we got to dig even harder, right? That's why tonight I've got one for you that I think is at a very different trajectory. That still represents opportunity. I'm talking about Canoe.
That's how much of a bubble we got going in some of these SPACs. That a Cramer, that somebody in the media can pitch a stock and it'll run 39% on their pitch. And we saw it the day before, with Laser, or 2 days before with Laser. And then there was another one that had run, but this one was just insane. I couldn't even believe it. My jaw was hitting the floor. I kept tweeting about it because it was up 16%. Then it was up 20%. Then it was up 25%. By the time the segment was over, it was up 39%. It's obviously up only 23% this morning. So whoever bought up 39% was paying up a little bit too much. But holy mackerel, I cannot believe that these SPACs can move this much just from somebody on TV talking about them. It's unbelievable.
Is there good availability to short these?
No, I bet you I can't even get a locate on it. Some of them you can. I shouldn't say that. Some of them you can. Let's go see. I was scared, Joel. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even try to short it because I was scared. It's up 20%. Normally, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm hitting the bed. I've just seen the insanity that these things can do. If you were shorting it when it was insane to be up 15%, really off of, if you go historically off a TV personality talking about something runs 10, 15%, it's usually a gift to sell it short. This, I'm like, no, I've seen this play out, and these things can just get stupid. And it did, up 39%. So you could have been really early on that. I just looked for a locate on HCAC. I did not get it. I'd have to go outside of my primary broker. I probably could get it outside my primary broker. Again, I'm just scared to short these things.
No,
and that's what makes the prices go nuts too, Joel.
That's what I wanted.
You know what? That's what doesn't keep it in check either, because you have people like me that would try to keep that price in check by shorting the stupidity of people just randomly buying because the TV personality buys it. And I'm like, I'm spooked on it because these things go so much further than you could think they would go. I mean, that's pretty much everything. When something starts running right now, I'm scared to short it because if Robinhood grabs a hold of this thing, it could run a lot further than you think. So, I mean, that's why you see these insane runs on some of these smaller issues, because you know what? Traders like me are scared to short.
Yeah, it got over 19. That must have been during the show. Got to 19.10. You sold off under $16. Made another run at the high. Got turned back at 18. So I'll use that as some, if you're looking for a potential exit point. 1808 was your high between the 715 to 730 bracket. Right now, just hanging out in the 16 handle. This thing could go anywhere. Former all-time high was 1450. So maybe that will be a support point, and closed right at the top of the range. Did they announce that it was going to be on yesterday?
You don't see. So he hasn't been. The ones that are pre-announced typically don't go because they're too crowded. They sometimes run during the day a little bit, but if they advertise that this is going to be on, you won't see as good of a move in those things. It's the ones that are surprises. But that's not to say that some people didn't know it. I mean, how tight are all the producers at CNBC? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not saying they aren't tight, but we don't know that they are. There's other people that know that what he's going to talk about, it's pre-recorded by a little bit as well. So sometimes, you never know. It did have a decent day, but SPACs, we're not saying anything nefarious happening. We just don't know that it's not. And I think Jim Cramer, I don't think he would be the one that would say anything. I can't see Cramer saying, oh, hey, buddies, I'm going to talk about this. I can't see him doing that. I don't know Jim Cramer on a personal level. I just can't see him doing something like that because that's risk to him. Why would he do that?
Yeah, the risk reward there. The risk
reward there would not make any sense for Jim Cramer.